Swadika, thank you for joining us for NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. You're with me, Kritika Kluot. We begin this evening with the developments following Friday's incident at Thailand's Nonthaburi School, as police continue questioning witnesses to establish the factors behind the tragedy. Provincial Police Region 1 Deputy Commissioner Police Major General Attapon Anusit and Nonthaburi Provincial Police Commander Police Major General Decharapi Kongdi led a meeting to review the investigation at Plai Bang Police Station in Nonthaburi Province. Following the meeting, Police Major General Attapon said investigators have so far questioned 17 witnesses and submitted evidence from the scene, including the firearm, bullet casings, the student's mobile phone and computer for examination by the Forensic Science Division. He said investigators are not simply focused on determining whether the student was at fault, but on establishing the underlying causes that led to the incident. Police will now conduct a more detailed examination of all evidence to establish the circumstances and motivation, while initial findings suggest that several factors may have contributed to the student's actions. The Provincial Police Region 1 Deputy Chief urged parents and teachers to closely monitor changes in children's behavior and ensure firearms kept at home are securely stored. Police will also step up checkpoints and patrols around schools to strengthen security and reassure the public. He also urged the general public not to share videos or images of the incident or other violent content in order to avoid further psychological harm to those affected.
ขณะนี้เราก็พบว่าประกอบด้วยหลายสาเหตุประกอบกันนะครับทั้งปัญหาจากครอบครัวปัญหาจากทางในโรงเรียนการเรียนการมีปัญหากับเพื่อนนะครับแล้วก็มีการดูสื่อโซเชียลนะครับซึ่งเป็นพฤติกรรมที่ไปดูพฤติกรรมรุนแรงนะครับผมถึงอยากฝากนี้นะครับว่าทั้งบุคคลที่เกี่ยวข้องในการดูแลเด็กเยาวชนเนี่ยนะครับเขาคงต้องสอดส่องพฤติกรรมนะครับว่าเด็กเขามีปัญหาอะไรต้องรับฟังเขาให้มากขึ้นนะครับสนใจในการแก้ปัญหาให้เขามากขึ้น
The government is preparing for a mobile cabinet meeting in the southern province of Songkhla, with project proposals from 5 southern border provinces being gathered to address local needs and support regional development. Deputy Prime Minister and Transport Minister Pipat Rashakit Prakan chaired a meeting to prepare for the first mobile cabinet meeting of 2026, reviewing project proposals from the 5 southern border provinces ahead of the meeting. He stressed that the proposals should address problems and the needs of residents with sufficient details to demonstrate each project's necessity and tangible benefits. The 5 provinces proposed projects covering infrastructure development, including waterway dredging, port improvements, logistic upgrades, and riverbank protection. Other proposals focus on tourism development, as well as strengthening economic, trade, and investment links with neighboring countries. The meeting also heard from the private sector on challenges and recommendations concerning trade, investment, and cross-border economic connectivity. Their input will help identify ways to strengthen the southern region's competitiveness and create new economic opportunities. The proposals will now be compiled and submitted for consideration before the mobile cabinet meeting, which is scheduled to take place in Songkhla province on August 31st and September 1st. In economic news, Thailand's exports grew 17.6% in the first half of this year, according to official figures driven by strong demand for technology and electronics. The Prime Minister's office says Thailand's exports totaled more than $196.7 billion in the first 6 months of 2026, up 17.6% year-on-year. Technology and electronics were among the main drivers, with exports of computers, equipment and components rising 47.9% to more than $18.7 billion. Exports of telephones, telecommunications equipment and components jumped 169% to more than $3.5 billion. Agricultural and food products also continue to grow, with fresh, chilled, frozen, and dry fruit exports up 16.3%, while gems and jewelry rose 19.8%. The United States remained Thailand's top export market, with exports rising 41.1% to more than $47.1 billion. Exports to China grew 8.1%, while exports to Japan grew by 12.9%, India by 10%, and Singapore by 74%. The government says the figures highlight opportunities for Thailand to play a greater role in modern industrial supply chains while expanding to new markets as well as maintaining existing ones. So far, Thailand's total trade value this year has exceeded $425.2 billion, up 27.8%, with a trade deficit of $31.7 billion. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul has led a donation drive for Ranong Hospital, raising funds to purchase medical equipment and strengthen healthcare services for villagers. Prime Minister and Interior Minister Anutin Charnvirakul, together with Chairwoman of the Cabinet Spouses Association, Thananon Charnvirakul, presided over the fundraising event for Ranong Hospital. The Prime Minister said the event reflects cooperation among the government, private sector and the public to strengthen the healthcare system of Ranong Province and ensure the hospital has the equipment needed to provide accessible and effective medical services. He said the fundraiser demonstrates the spirit of cooperation and generosity in supporting the development of public health care, helping improve the quality of life and health security of villagers. The donation drive has raised a total of 20 million baht, which will help fund new medical equipment and support health services for residents of Ranong Province and nearby areas. And finally, customs officials have seized millions of baht worth of illicit cigarettes in a joint operation targeting illegal tobacco shipments in the lower northeastern region. Chongchom Customs House and the Nakhon Ratchasima Postal Center launched the No Smoking This Month operation to crack down on illicit cigarettes being transported through postal services. The operation was carried out during the long holiday period at the end of July, following intelligence analysis and monitoring of suspicious shipments and high-risk routes. The joint operation resulted in the seizure of more than 15,000 cartons of cigarettes with an estimated value of 14.5 million baht. The shipments were intercepted before the products could be distributed to consumers. Chongchom Customs Head Prasit D. Chongchareun said preliminary inspections found that almost all of the seized cigarettes appear to be counterfeit. Officials are warning consumers, particularly those buying cigarettes online, to be cautious of counterfeit products and cigarettes that may have deteriorated due to improper storage or transportation. The Customs Office said it will continue working with relevant agencies to prevent illicit tobacco products from reaching consumers and strengthen enforcement against illegal sales of these kind of items. That concludes our NBT World Brief today. For more updates, you can scan the QR code on your screen and explore our full coverage. Until next time, สวัสดีค่ะ